Well, talk to me about your process for attacking those challenges.
Well, again, what I do is the real key, and I think the real difference that any consultant or advisor, in my case, my focus of my real world coaching is to really sit down and listen. I'm very serious about that. I'm going to sit down and ask you a series of questions that's going to help me understand exactly what the issues of the client are. So many people come in and say, well, I'm going to improve your profitability by 12%. Well, that's not their issue. Pardon me, I like to tell stories, and I'll tell you the importance of this, that there's been some very dramatic research that's come out that says that we all today love our technology. I'm just reaching for my phone, which is over here. But they love technology. They love their tablets. They love to be able to access information when they want it, how they want it, where they want it. But that's become very cold. It's very cold and uncaring. All of us have known people that sound like they're 8 foot tall and 400 pounds, and when you finally meet them, they're 125 pounds and 5 foot. Because you can be anyone you want online. But people want to access information, and they want to access it how they want it. So, but they're going back old school now on making final decisions. And this is one of the most important, I believe, discoveries in the last decade or two, in that people are using technology to gather information, which means from a business standpoint, cold calling is dead. Many of marketing strategies that you might have used in the past is dead. It's gone the way of the dinosaur because people, pardon me?
Well, it's a lot less effective, right? It might be dead, but it's definitely not as strong or effective as it used to be.
Well, yeah, let me clarify that. There's no bad strategy. There's just a bad strategy based on who your client is and how they gather information. So what we're finding is people want to use the technology to gather that information. They don't require you to come in and tell them anymore. But what they're going back to, they're making a final decision then based on many times emotional reasons. And there's 4 primary emotional reasons. And one of those emotional reasons is hope. That people will sit back and go, okay, I've looked at 10 vendors, I'm down to 3. Which one is going to give me the hope that they can really help me? And who can be my trusted advisor? So I had a client that I sat down with, and he interviewed 10 other coaches, and I said, I want to be the last one. So I was, and I said, he said, so what are you going to do for me? And I said, I don't know that I can do anything for you. He goes, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, let me ask you one question. How do you define success if we were to work together? And he smiled. He goes, no one asked me that. He says, here's how I would define success. And I would have not known this unless I asked questions. I shut up and asked questions. He goes, I'm doing really well, making good profit. I'm growing my business. My business is successful. I've got a very successful business. We've got lots of employees. We're growing locations. He goes, you know what, though? He goes, I've got 2 daughters at home that I've never taken a vacation with. He says, and I haven't taken a vacation with them because I don't believe in my head that I can walk out of here and the place won't crumble if I leave. He said, if you can help me figure out how to feel good in my head about leaving, he says, I'll hire you and pay you anything you want. Now, that's an emotional reason. Now, it didn't mean, and he did hire me, and what we did was we went back and looked at how he uses time, how he prioritizes things. We looked at his vision. We looked at his goals, all the things we talked about. But the emotional reason that he was buying from me was using me and trusting me, was that he thought I gave him hope that maybe I could help him take a vacation.